Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob and today I shall be attempting to take this Corgi Junior's Volvo 245DL from shabby to shiny. Now I've only just actually bought this car today. I've been out and about. I went to a place called Battlesbridge Antique Centre in Essex, just outside of kind of London, about perhaps half an hour's drive away from east of London. Anyway, I was without the children today, so my wife and I, we had a little walk about there and bought a few bits and pieces. But in there's a little shop that has kind of a great big box of old cars, and of course I dove straight in. Actually, you may see the picture on my Facebook page and also on the community tab. But anyway, picked out this Volvo. I really like these old turbo bricks. But I'm going to have a bit of fun with this one today. It's going to be a kind of a quick and easy one. And yeah, with 2,000 likes, it could be yours. But underneath it does read Corgi Junior's Volvo 245DL. Made in Great Britain. But you've got the rear opening hatch there. To be honest, it's not the greatest of castings. It's kind of a cheaper one. And I didn't want to put my usual 5, 6, even sometimes up to 10 hours into these little cars. I wanted to see if I could turn this one around relatively quick. And I'd probably have around 2 hours into the strip down and tidy up and repaint actually. So this is probably going into hour 3 and now I'm doing the editing. So yeah, quite interesting. You know, some of these cars can take so many attempts, can take so many hours, days, weeks, months even. Some of the guys out there I've seen, certainly, you know, they turn these little cars into wonderful little things. But like I say, I just wanted to have a little bit of a quick fun with this one today. But taking it all apart, I'll be putting those wheels to one side. We won't be using them. And there's no kind of drilling down the centre or tapping today. The posts are very small and very shallow. And actually, it just pops back together. But thankfully, the glass there in good condition. So we'll just be buffing it up later on. And the interior there, not a massive amount of detail. Bright red is not going to do the final colour, so we'll be painting this shortly. But yeah, here's the main casting. And we'll get this into the foot-long hot dog jar, covered in boiling water. And incoming, a tablespoon of caustic soda. So giving it a little swishy swish. I wanted to ask, now I have a great amount of subscribers and I appreciate every single one, but around 70% of my views come from non-subscribers. For those 70% that are non-subscribed, what is it that you're looking for that I can do better, bigger, to convince you to subscribe? I'd love you to subscribe. Your answers down below. It would be appreciated. But anyway, back to the video. We got the plastics here all cleaned up. Like I say, I'm going to buff out this windscreen, make it real shine, and then dry out the base here and the interior and give them both a layer of paint. With the base here, we're going with some gloss black. And if you hold up at the end of the video, you'll see that I've just bought this black, plus a lot of other bits and pieces. It's kind of like a mini unboxing at the end, but nothing that's come from anywhere exotic. It's just from my local pound store that I visited today. We go with a matte black on the interior, so it was a gloss black on the base and a matte black, and I'll show you the kind of differences between the two later on. But yeah, I bought 10 castings today, and this just happened to be the one that I picked out for restoration or customization today. Do you know what? I've owned over 70 cars now in real life, but I've never owned a Volvo. Let me know if you recommend it. But anyway, whilst I've been painting the interior there, the paint is just falling off of this casting. It's probably only been 5 or so minutes. And I would call this 100% paint removal today. There's a couple of little stringy bits hanging on, but they're not, you know, they're just need to be washed off. But I'll be using my Tack Life, and just to give you a little sample of the polishing. There you go, just one little go over it, and I'll go over it many times, but that's just a little sample. We'll be using the black primer, and I've probably been buffing that up now for 5 or so minutes. I'm going to go with a relatively light coat today. Like I say, the intention was to kind of get this casting out, get this videoing out, quick time. Probably the quickest one I've ever done. I'm just trying to think of another one that I've done as fast. I'll tell you what it was. I've done a Harry Potter themed Ford Anglia. Must be 6 months ago or so now. And I'd say that one's probably about the same kind of time. But yeah. So that dries, and again from the end of the video you'll see that I bought this gold paint, and I thought it would be quite interesting to see how this does with the candy. Who imagined a turbo brick, a big old Volvo estate in candy? Tell you what, it looks pretty good. Can you guess what colour I'm going to go with? What colour should a Volvo be? But anyway, that gold is a great base there, and now that it's dry, the candy we're going with today, Tiger Eye Brown. Of course, Volvo estate needed to be in brown. And this is the green stuff world. This is the paint that, of course, was given to me for free, and I'm still reviewing it, and I love it every time I use it. I'll link down in the description. But yeah, I'm going to go on with a light coat to start, and then off camera probably 3 or 4 coats. And there we have it. It's only about an hour later. I've put it all on the kind of above the radiator, got it really hot, really dry. And look at the shine on that body. So yeah, you got the satin versus the gloss there. Of course, I put some wheels on it, and then buffed out this windscreen. There's no pledge on there today, but anyway, a little reminder of what she looked like. And this is the result. So having put it all back together, I've started to, put in those little details. I've got these paint pens which dry really quick. Obviously painting in there the front headlights and the indicators there. Coming around the side, selected a set of green light wheels, a little bit on the larger side, but actually it rolls really well. And the style of this I thought were very reminiscent of the kind of later Volvos. So it's like putting a newer shape wheel on an older car, which is kind of very common in the real world. But anyway, around the back you got the rear lights, the number plate, a little bit of chrome on that door handle, as well as the door handles on the sides with a little bit of chrome, and on the key entry. But yeah, I like this little Volvo. I've really enjoyed doing this one today. Remember, with 2,000 likes, it could be yours. But anyway, let me take this opportunity to thank my patrons. And stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to do a little unboxing, and hopefully you enjoy that too. Hi guys, so this is the little after the video. Here's the cars that I've bought today, but I've also been to Poundland. So this whole pile of mess is some stuff that I use during Matchbox Garage videos. Bottle of water, that's not actually Poundland, that is Costco. I'll put that to one side. I drink lots of water. Okay, so cut it out hobby knife kit, £1. The only knife I've had really until now is this one, which has done a great job. But this one I thought will be a little bit more detailed, and for £1, I'm not really going to complain. Got some more paints. I've used these, you'll see these in a lot of my videos. We've got the matte silver, matte black, gloss black, and gloss white. Other little things like, you know, brown tape. Of course I do giveaways and I do commissions, and you know, I have to package them all out, so some more brown tape. Some self-adhesive labels. I've been buying some really expensive ones online, but again for £1, I don't even know how many's in here, but looking at this stack, must be 100 or more. And so people's names and addresses can go on there, again for my giveaways and commissions. Plier set. You got a long nose and then the kind of thick-headed one, and you know, for 50p a set or 50p a pair, they'll come in handy. Makeup accessories. There's 40 nail files in here, 40 coarse and fine double-sided nail files. Of course I use these for you know, around the windows you got like little bits of kind of flashing, and or you want to take out some casting lines, things like this. Really does the job well. Oh, this is actually not related, but I bought a, what was it called? It's like a hot staple gun. But anyway, there was a piece on my car. My intake manifold is plastic on my BMW, and it's blown a hole, would you believe, in the manifold. And I bought these kind of hot, like a hot staple gun, and it only come with like the 2-pin. I think it's like an American. So I've got this adapter. Anyway, not related, but from the pound shop today. Bond together 2-part epoxy resin. You know, I've spent probably £10 on branded ones of these. I wonder, are they any better just because they got a name? For £1, I thought it was worth a go. Little things that I stick together on these little cars, hey, worth a try. Super glue, supposedly reusable. Time will tell, but I thought it was worth a go. If I can get half a dozen uses out of each bottle, then it's money well paid for. And then last but not least, I've got a couple of these. This is interior and exterior shimmering metallic spray paint, glittering gold. And I thought this will be perfect for when I do the candies. And in fact I might use this today on one of these cars. So I was at the Battlesbridge Antique Centre, which is in Essex. It's not a million miles away from me, but it's about half an hour drive, I guess. And in one of the kind of stalls or shops in there, they had a big box of cars, £1 each, and I actually took a picture and put it up on my Facebook page and my community tab on YouTube. So perhaps you've seen the picture, but anyway, let's see what I've got today. So this is a Majorette Mercedes 450 SE. Opening doors. Pretty funky looking. Window intact. It looks like I thought, and I wonder whether there was a crack in the glass, but actually it's window wipers. You know, some quite nice little detail there. It's a bit awkward, but I like it for a restoration. Got this Datsun 260Z 2+2 from 1979. This one has seen better days. Yeah, I think looking at it now, it's probably, I don't know, is that salvageable? I'd like to think so. The plan, of course, the idea and the hope was that it certainly is or was salvageable, and I think that will make quite the video. I've got another one of these in better condition, but to try and resurrect this one, I think it will be quite fun. We've got this chunky Majorette. This is a Depanu. I don't really know what that means, but yeah, real chunky 4x4. It's a Chevrolet, look. You can see the chevron there, and yeah, really good kind of glass in it. I just think, you know, a nice colour, some green light 4x4 wheels, and I think that will come out quite nice. This is a Corvette made in Hong Kong. Doesn't actually have any branding on this one. But it feels solid. It's missing an A pillar, which I know I can replace. It's not the greatest of quality, but it's not bad. I'm gonna guess it's a Yatming or similar. Your answers on a postcard, please. We've got the Corgi Juniors. Doesn't say underneath here, but of course this is a Mark 1 Volkswagen Polo, and this is beautiful. Opening doors. The window section in good condition, and this will definitely, I think that front wheel is a bit busted, but this will definitely restore or customise well. This is a Lamborghini Countach, and the window section there in good condition. This isn't kind of awkward looking compared to the Countach that we know of the 80s. I believe this is the shape of the concept from the 70s. But I think a nice kind of candy on that will be quite cool. Well, this was nice. This is a play art, and I don't have any other play art. This is a play art Lamborghini Silhouette made in Hong Kong. Looks like it's been over painted on the bonnet section there, but I'm thinking with another set of wheels That would be quite funky. I like that. Here we have the Ford Group 6 from 1969. It's got quite a nice colour to it, like a magenta, I would say that is, but it needs to be stripped down and restored. See, I didn't realise I'd got, how many have I got now? 3 Lamborghinis out of this lot. Lamborghini Marzal, which I've restored a couple of these already. One of them's done really well, but this one you can see the colour it was originally, and it's been overpainted in black. It's for some reason been drilled through the windscreen there, heavily damaged, but you know, strip it down, new set of wheels, replacement window section, and that could be as good as new. And then last but certainly not least, the Volvo. Now this is a Corky Juniors, and if this will, so this is a Volvo 245DL, and I love this little thing. I was considering what to do, like with a candy job, and a Volvo certainly shouldn't be in a candy, but I really want to restore this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to pick out a set of wheels for it, and hey, I'll tell you what, why not do a candy? You know, beige is kind of, this is almost the perfect colour. I've done a Volvo before, and I've done it brown, I think, can't remember. So let's just have a bit of fun with this one. I think I'm going to do this a candy colour. Unsure what colour yet. I might even have, let's have a look. It's my, no, that's my colour shift. So here's my candies. Winner, winner. Tiger Eye Brown. Over a gold base. Yep. Let's get on to restoring this one. And these others will be in a video one day soon. Cheers, guys.